Hello YouTube. I have presented little known information about snails or gastropods in my previous videos, and I'm attaching the links in the description to this one. Very interesting animals with abilities that border on paranormal, at least in our understanding. Let me tell you today about another snail found very deep below the surface of at least one ocean. See, this was a relatively recent discovery made at the bottom of the Indian Ocean, and it discouraged even seasoned biologists because they found an animal that seems to have taken an example from people designing battle tanks. After all, this is the way these creatures decided to protect themselves from natural predators. In 2015, researchers reported that they had discovered a strange scaly snail. This oceanic mollusk lives near hydrothermal vents on the ocean floor, and it seems that this cute animal is a serious problem for predators because its shell and scales are made of iron sulfide to be precise. These snails make a skeleton out of iron and are the only animal so far known to do so, and its foot, the part that protrudes from the shell with which the snail slides along the bottom, is also covered with protective iron scales, and altogether it looks like something like chainmail or metal armor, and therefore such an animal can even be caught with a magnet. So how did it happen? Well, everything is simple, so to say. This strange snail uses a special type of bacteria to create its super hard shield, and this bacteria help the scaly snail to protect itself not only from crabs, I would say maybe also from other snails who would like to eat it. Chrysomelon squamiferum, commonly known as scaly foot gastropod, scaly foot snail, sea pangolin, or volcano snail, is a species of deep-sea hydrothermal vent snail, a marine gastropod mollusk in the family of Peltospiridae. This vent endemic gastropod is known only from the deep-sea hydrothermal vents in the Indian Ocean, where it has been found at depths of about 2,400 to 2,900 meters, 1.5 to 1.8 miles. In 2019, it was declared endangered in the IUCN Red List, the first species to be listed as such due to risks from deep sea mining of its vent habitat. The shell is of a unique construction with 3 layers. The outer layer consists of iron sulfides. The middle layer is equivalent to the organic periostracum found in other gastropods, and the innermost layer is made of aragonite. The foot is also unusual, being armored at the sides with iron mineralized sclerites. But oddly enough, scientists have not been able to find out exactly why this particular type of scaly snail has an iron shell. This is very strange because many snails must have the same predators. Biologist Shanna Goffredi said about it. So she doesn't think there's anything special about the threats that they face, but still it seems that only this snail really suddenly strengthened its protection for some reason unknown to the scientists yet. Well, the answer may lie not in the threat posed by predators, but in the threat posed by the environment. Hydrothermal vents, which this cool armored marine life call home, emit a rather toxic amount of sulfides. Bacteria inside snails and on their bodies convert the sulfides into iron sulfide, and in turn it is used to build super hard shells and metal scales. Waste-free production, so to speak. Goffredi thinks microbes play a role in changing the nature of this compound, making it less poisonous. Well, the scaly food gastropod is a endemic gastropod known only from the deep sea hydrothermal vents of the Indian Ocean. And they were discovered in 2001 at the Kai Rai hydrothermal vent field in the Indian Ocean. Like I said, around 2,780 meters or so, 1.73 miles in depth, living on the basis of black smokers. Again, its discovery came as a great surprise, as even among those animals specialized for living at vents, it was very, very strange and cool. Although the shell of a snail is well known to be modified into a great variety of forms, this is not the case with the hard parts on the food. And apart from the operculum, the trap door serving as a lid when the animal retracts to its shell, no other gastropods have other mineralized structures on the food. Yet this squamiferum has thousands of scales. Hydrothermal vents, for those who want to know, were discovered first in the Galapagos Rift as recently as 1977. This is just off the Galapagos Islands, whose fauna famously inspired Charles Darwin in the development of his theory of natural selection. Vents are deep-sea hot springs fueled by geological activity. The hot erupting fluid is usually acidic and contains various metals as well as hydrogen sulfide. This is life that doesn't depend on the sun, by the way. This is very interesting. Over geological timescales, many remarkable organisms have adapted to live in this toxic utopia and flourish by exploiting the energy produced by these bacteria. The scaly food snail has also harnessed the power of chemosynthesis, housing endosymbiotic bacteria living inside another creature to mutual benefit in an enlarged part of its gut. This produces the energy it needs. In other words, it has a food factory inside its body and doesn't even need to feed. This is likely the reason it can grow to about 45 millimeters in size, when most of its close relatives without endosymbionts are only 15 millimeters or smaller. There are a number of fascinating species in the vents, such as Mariana Trench. I've done a number of videos about this very unique, very curious place. I'd urge you to watch my videos. You can find them in my channel and in the playlists. And learn the secrets, natural and supernatural ones it contains. Just so that you know, the superpowers and regional powers, or they're watching it very closely, especially in Mariana Trench. So that's what I wanted to let you know today. I appreciate your attention to my work, and if you can support my research, please do so in the links you will find in description to this video. Please like my videos, please subscribe to my channel.